Hello, Pisces people, and welcome to your reading. I hope you are doing well and in high spirits. This is a reading for the next month, so the next 4 weeks ahead from whenever you watch this video, okay? There's not necessarily a time frame on it. It's just when you come across it, watch it. This is kind of an overview of how the next month will look energetically, okay? Let's go ahead and set the intention. I ask that this reading with these tools be accurate, specific, and bring blessings to everyone involved. Angels, please help me to stay centered in my higher self so that I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that you impart through me in these tools. Please give me the confidence to understand, trust, and follow through with your messages. Thank you and amen. And you guys, please remember to take what resonates and leave anything that does not. So if anything creates tension, doubt, lack, limitation, or anything heavy inside your mind, body, or heart, anything restrictive, please throw it away, reject it, don't take it on. Everything should provide a sense of lightness, expansiveness, empowerment, etc. Okay? Again, as we said, it's timeless, so whenever you come across it and the messages resonate, it's for you, okay? So for our Pisces people, please and thank you. What is going on in the month ahead for our Pisces people? Please and thank you. For some, there could be an exit or a pause on a relationship or a connection with a Gemini. You could be dating multiple people. For others, there could be a bit of a return. I feel like Pisces has been healing from some of this energy and trying to get closer with themselves, more accepting of ourselves, more and this healing journey. But there could be a bit of a return over the next month of like kind of testing this union that you have with yourself a bit. With the Two of Cups in reverse here, it could just be testing the progress that you've made. Maybe you feel a little bit of that war returning with yourself, or, you know, more is surfacing for you to work on it. Just these ways that you maybe self-depreciate or don't fully accept your being, are in full harmony with yourself, you know, working against yourself, not always fully honoring your heart, these kinds of little things we do that aren't very self-loving necessarily. So there just could be some lessons returning for like with the union with yourself if you're not dealing with an actual Gemini. This could also indicate a little bit of stumbling over your words sometimes, maybe just in the second week within the month of watching this. That could be a heightened thing, like 2-3 weeks out. Just a little bit of maybe your communication isn't as smooth as usual. But that's not for all of you, and even then it's not a big deal. It's just a very small factor, and it's something that if it does happen and you're like, gosh, why am I not saying what I mean, or why am I stumbling over my words, you'll know that that will pass, okay? So also for those of you who wouldn't be dating over this next month, I just feel like you're juggling multiple things and you're trying to find balance within that. Maybe you've got multiple business ideas or multiple projects going on. Maybe you've got multiple sources of income that you're working on. Maybe your social circles, your health, your life, whatever it is for you, you could just be trying to basically play the game of balance and understand how to balance it, and you could really be buckling down to do that, especially if you feel this lack of harmony with yourself resurfacing that you've already worked through so much. That could really, instead of making you feel fear when it comes up, or like you know, that's a bummer, it could actually motivate you in a way to like get even more organized and balanced and determined in what it is that you're doing. Can you see this? I want to get the full-size deck of this because I really love this deck. And I've had these a while, but they're the mini ones of the Nicoletta Cecily, I think. That's how you say. But anyways, so I do see that for Pisces over the next month a bit. I feel like you're buckling down with your finances while like you're trying to like focus on cultivating more money. That really could be a bit of what has your attention over this time as well. And that could be for some of you if there is a pause in any kind of partnership in your life, or a little bit of a redirect, or like it's not going as smooth. It could be because you're focusing in a lot of your energy on building your business and your money and this kind of a thing, okay? What else is happening in the next month for the Pisces watching this, please and thank you? The next month for the Pisces watching. Nice. We have some very quick motion ahead for a lot of you. You could really, again, I just feel like you're really being like disciplined or trying to stick to something and move towards it really, really hard with strength, with power. But you could feel like you're still test running certain things, especially if this is in like business or new skills or boundaries or behaviors that you've built, because we Pisces are always kind of building new things and like progressing in a way. So you could still be like feeling like you're test running it and it's not fully getting somewhere in a way yet, or it's not fully in the real yet, like it hasn't fully manifested, but you could feel that it's on its way and you're determined to get it too, so that you could actually move forward. There could be a little bit of frustration around this from time to time on those certain days where you don't feel as, ready to go, where you're just like, gosh, is this ever going to freaking, come into fruition? I'm not sure. Is it? You could question that a bit sometimes. But overall, I feel like a lot of you are have been building a business or are running a business or have built something, even if it's like a relationship or just better health, mental health, a better routine or system for yourself. Like just the way that you do something, there's been an improvement and a determination around progressing with it. And I feel like it's like you feel responsibility for it, like it's your baby here, and you really like protect it. A lot of you also, I do get spiritual energy. You could be doing something in the spirit world a bit, or just like with helping, healing, spreading that knowledge around. I do feel that a lot of you you have like an empire built, for some of you, you could be focusing on, if you do have a child, somebody watching, you could just be really focusing on the bond between you and that child over this next month, and perhaps thinking about leaving a situation or changing a situation that you're in. I feel like there's something in you that could have switched or been triggered where you maybe have reevaluated something you're in and you're like, I don't know if this is good for us or something this way. I feel like you're a sense of you being very brave and very protective. And I feel very divinely guided. So if this resonates for somebody watching, a Pisces watching, and you have this feeling, I want to say well, let me get a little more on that just to make sure. But because I feel spirit and divine guidance behind it. I get like there's a lot of divine guidance behind this decision that you're making. And also, yeah, it is. It's written. It's very much written. It's like that completion of cycles energy, where something has completed, it's made its run, and you're jumping off of the repeating cycles, repeating patterns like this. You're like, I know this, I've seen this, or I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to, this isn't worth this. Like I feel like for somebody resonating, it really could be like a toxic partner, or just, even if it's not a toxic partner, it's just something that isn't working for you. And perhaps your child doesn't have to be an actual baby, though it may be, or an actual child. It could also be something you're building, right? Like again, a business or a lifestyle or bettering yourself. Maybe something feels like it's sabotaging or threatening what it is you're working on, what it is that you're building. And you're just like, I'm going to jump off this right now. I've done this before, maybe even 3 other significant times you've done it before, or 2 other significant times. And you're just like, I'm off. This is the fourth, no. I'm going to be, or for the 4th time I go into this pattern or something like this, I'm not doing it again. So could be something like that. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, it does seem like also something could be heavy or hindering or holding you back or down a little bit, or you feel like it is, even if it's not, you feel like it is. So if you feel like it is, especially as a Pisces, then it probably is, because that's how you see it, right? But they could be like somehow this or this, they, it's, whatever this thing is that you're kind of like, could be hindering some of the knowledge that you're able to gain as well, and perspectives that you're trying on. It could even feel a little bit like, I do feel like there's a sexual attention a little bit for just some of you, if this is a person or a relationship between you and that person though. And that could be tricky sometimes, because I think it could confuse it a little bit, because there's like an attraction there, or an understanding of this behavior that goes deep. But I feel that Pisces is often known for like understanding these kind of behaviors and just like putting themselves in the way of the line of fire. But like, maybe we shouldn't, you know? It's kind of the way I feel that. And it's like you're wanting to move past limitations and break through these old patterns and limitations and things. You've been doing that. So it's like the minute it comes back around, or you like taste or feel that energy again, you could just be really triggered and just not want to. Anything else about this for Pisces in the next month? I feel for a lot of you over this time frame, especially because a month goes fast, right? So if this is just coming to you, it's not like for some of you, you're not going to change up a whole thing like within a month. It might take a little more time, though some of you may, but you may rest on this a bit, and you may try to get yourself kind of acquainted or adjusted to the concept of this possibly needing to change or end. You may really be going within yourself. Maybe you spend a bit more time meditating this month. I kind of see that. And just being to yourself. Like there's almost like a little bit of, I don't know if you notice this as a Pisces, this might not be all Pisces, but there's like sometimes a pre-grieving period to grief. Like I feel sometimes like we feel things a lot like before they happen, and we process them before they happen. It doesn't mean we process all of it before it happens. I mean, sometimes we process things like 8 years later too. Sometimes we process like half before it happens, and then we're numb, and then we process the other half like way later after it's over. So whatever this is, I feel like it's a little bit of a pre-process where you're kind of wearing like, what does it feel like to change this, or to lose this, or to let this transition? Like what does it actually feel like when I sit with that feeling? What does that instill in me? It's that kind of energy that I see coming through for you. I don't see you taking a lot of action this next month towards this situation in particular, towards continuing to juggle and organize your own world, yes, but towards like making a definite decision in this, I feel like you may wait a bit. Why is this here for Pisces the next month? Please and thank you. Yeah, I do see resting and thinking about this, and also Pisces putting up your shield a little bit. Pisces putting up the shield a bit, putting up the cold bubble just a little bit, to give themselves their own protected space to really think. I feel like there's angel energy with you as well, really strongly. It's like you're not ready for something yet, for a full stable thing in your life to come in, or to commit, or to fully trust and grow within something very stable yet. Or maybe you just don't see that kind of stability here. The more that you sit with yourself in your bubble, and you've got your little guards up, and you're not being so open emotionally, and you're being a bit distant perhaps, or just in your little protected space, whatever that's like for you. For some of you, this could even be social media comments, if it's not like a relationship or something too. But it's like I just get like a lot of different energies that could be really making you need to retreat a bit and think, even just emotionally, you know, even if you're still around people and stuff. But it's like you're not fully ready yet to make roots with something or someone, or you're not sure about it totally. Or maybe you were making roots, but now you're like, maybe that wasn't right, because I kind of saw this thing which made me feel threatened a bit, or made me feel like my progress or my baby is threatened, my child, my thing I'm building, whatever that is. So why is this here for Pisces, please and thank you? I feel like Pisces, for the Pisces too, like Well, actually, in any context, again, I feel like this is really heavily focused on relationships, self-care, and business, like this time. But you have a lot of options, like different ideas, different people, different options to make money and to cultivate things. But I feel like there's some kind of a temptation that comes around for you sometimes and tries to interfere in this next month. And it's one that you're familiar with. It's one that comes around. It really begs you to listen to your heart center. It's not your enemy that it comes around. It can actually be, with that nice perspective switch we're so good at doing, it can actually be your friend. It can actually help you because it can show you what you need to listen to more or change a bit. And I feel like you can quickly morph this, what we call like devil energy, this temptation, vice, escapism, same pattern thing, whatever it could be, even if it's a temptation towards somebody or a toxic situation or sex or whatever it is. I feel like we can actually change this into, again, let me go within and get in touch with my heart, because my heart, especially as a Pisces, is my guiding star, my guiding light. It is my compass, and my heart always knows. Even the times that I, was mad and I was like, why would my heart take me here? I now see that my heart knew exactly where I needed to go, because I needed to learn this and gain this to come here, right? So I feel like this is an opportunity for you to go within and to get way more in touch with that heart center again. Open that up to your own self. Get more in touch with it again. Get this union rolling with yourself more and more, and really start to master your emotions in the way that you want to over this next month. It's really highlighted, okay? We also have you making progress financially in your material world, coming out of scarcity energy, out of the darkness, out of low vibrations, and coming into, and I feel like this is more towards the end of the month. I should have done like week 1, week 2, week 3. I will do that next time, okay? But anyways, so this could really be more like towards the 3rd or 4th week where you feel this lift. Even though I think you've been feeling it, it's like we come back into some of focusing on these energies, and then this energy comes back in where we're continuing to break out of that more scarcity or downer energy when it comes especially to our finances and material world. So I feel like you are really moving out of that towards the second half and the end of this next month, which is great progress for Pisces, and it's really proving your theory to be right. And what I want to say about this, like about your heart, that theory, what I want to say about this too is that whatever decision you make within this month, even if it's no decision at all, it's the right decision, especially because we do see this energy coming through for you as the result. And I can tell that this is universal. So like sometimes the messages are not for everybody watching, and I could feel that. And I will like say a few messages from one card to fit more of the people watching. But then sometimes you get a message through that's like for pretty much everyone here. And this message is pretty much everyone here. And it should be, because Jupiter is pairing with Pisces now, and it's like the lottery is won. So I'm not surprised to see this and to feel that it's going to resonate for all of you, or most, like 98, 99%. Which is, over this next month, the feeling, if not the physical, like total physical manifest of it yet, which I feel like you are actually starting to see a little bit of, but it's the feeling, the vibration. It's like the vibration of positivity, of hope, of gratitude, of I can do this, I can make my money, I can bring more in, I can have higher aims and goals, and I am worth it, I'm worthy of that, and I feel it coming, and there's like a reassurance in that energy of like I am going to make it financially, okay? What is this for Pisces next month, please and thank you, over the next month? Some people could really be disturbing and disruptive to your perspective over this next month that you're working on. And that's exactly why the bubble is really a safe place for you to be. I don't usually encourage like any kind of emotional detachment. It can be so destructive. I learned from experience, especially if you're in a relationship. However, I do feel like that's your natural defense mechanism. And in this instance, it really seems like it could be the right thing to do, because somebody could want to come in and try to sabotage you, or just sabotage your perspective, is what I really feel like. They want to set, like, they just plant little seeds of like doubt, or even if they don't mean to, they put you back in a place of like feeling a little out of control, like you're rolling the dice, like you aren't actually going to ever get stability. They cut on your limitations again. They could trigger you, but you're still going to utilize this for your benefit, because you're really being an opportunist, Pisces, and you're really growing, and you're honoring yourself so much that I feel that anybody that does try to mess ends up actually helping you, which is fucking amazing. Oh fuck, I'm not supposed to swear on the YouTube videos, but I always do, and I just said it twice. So anyways, okay, what else was I gonna say about that? So I just wanted to say, don't worry about it too much, but I would really take care of who is around you, the words they're saying, and what kind of mindset they're spreading. One really cool tool, if you can't escape it, like let's say you have coworkers or family or whatever, just people that you can't like escape their negative mindsets or their sabotage you, passive aggressive, whatever it is. I'll show you the pictures so you could see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you could see that. You would be the carrot in that instance. This could also be you against you, though, okay? It could be your own self sabotaging you, your doubts creeping in. But regardless, I feel like, well, what were we going to say? I cut myself off. Very Pisces. I don't remember. It'll come back. Spirit, what was the message about that? Oh yeah, I was going to give you the tool, which I've said before here, but the tool that you can use if you have to be around these people or these energies is just be extra conscious when you are. And when they say something that feels weird in your stomach or your heart, or makes you clench up with fear a little bit, or feel, even if you don't recognize it right away, just say, like, if you don't logically recognize that that's what it is, you'll feel it though, because you're very sensitive and you feel, just say, I reject that. I mean, silently in your head if you can't, or under your breath, or out loud if you can. Just say, I reject that, and reject it right out of your psyche so it doesn't go in. Yeah, you may still need to battle with it a little after that, just the energy of it, but it will help a lot. It will help guard a lot, okay? Clarify this, please. I really feel like you're just sticking to yourself over the next month. I think you have been for a while, but I do see it here, but in a different way. It's not in a depressive way. It's in like a very, I'm sticking up for myself way. I don't want to be around fake energy. And let's get to the end of the next month for Pisces. The end of the next month for Pisces is going to be the hope, the feeling, the sensation, and possibly some physical manifestation of a more stable foundation. This to me goes right hand in hand with also feeling less scarcity. I feel like you're really building something that is stable. By the end of the month, you're recognizing that it is stable. The wind, the emotions, the water isn't going to be able to just knock this down. This one is pretty solid. I see you quite in alignment with yourself as well by the end of the month, and looking quite beautiful. So yeah, by the end of next month, it's like very integrated energy, looking very beautiful. You always look beautiful, but I just feel like there's extra beauty here. You're very in alignment with yourself. This is a month of integrating and working through some things that just make you glow even more. You keep like reaching a phase where and then you glow a little more each time. Definitely in your mystical, beautiful energy. We do see new emotional beginnings as well there, which I love. You could be getting close with water, with the ocean. I feel like you're in a really communicative vibe when it comes to like creativity or business again, or working on something. You could still feel a little bit off, like not as empowered as your goal is to feel by the end of the month, not as balanced. It's a work in progress. It's not a destination. It's not perfection. It's something that comes with time, right? There could be a little bit more logical energy towards the end of this next month as well, versus like your normal feeling spiritual state. You could really be in a logical state. I do see you with some like more air energy around. So yeah, there could be more logic going on, problem solving, business building, figuring logistics out, plans, things like that. Yeah, I was just thinking there could be some travel as well in the next month for you. It could just be short travel. It could be long though too. But some kind of travel comes through. Could be towards love, could be towards or towards a relationship, somebody you love. Not, if it's not romantic, like a family or something, though it could be like a sister, or it could be romantic. I don't know if it's fully clear yet. You could also really be flying defensively in love, like armed and ready. You could even be energy feeding just a little bit. I don't normally see this in Pisces energy, but you could be feeding off energy a little bit if you feel like it's just, I guess, if it's like even somebody that has been taking too much from you or something. I don't know how to exactly interpret that. It's a mosquito that she's riding the back of, and mosquitoes, like, they suck blood, and this is like a long needle, but you're like riding it with such calm meditative energy. And to me, that's you traveling towards somebody, because it's a 6, which is usually love and relationships. But like, I'm trying to think of why it would be a mosquito who suck blood and then make you itchy and they irritate you. And it could be a little bit revengeful for somebody. I don't know if that fits for somebody. It's like you taking power back. It's like you not taking it anymore, not letting people take more than they should take from you. Or taking what's yours back is really the feeling I get from that. So any last message for Pisces that they need to know about coming this next month? It's going to get easier to balance as you go, and you'll keep adding new things into your balance. But I really feel like it's going to get a lot easier to keep your balance here. I also feel like you are integrating the parts of yourself more and more into one. Again, I know we already said it, but I see it multiple times in this reading. I do see Ice Queen here a little bit, energy. So that bubble could be you could be in the bubble for a while. Here's your little Pisces bubble that you love. It's really hard to see. I know I shouldn't even try to show you because the light is not made for that right now. And I guess this is the one thing. It's kind of not a warning, but it's just like a reminder, Pisces, like, it's okay to protect yourself in your bubble, and it's okay to do what you need to do that way. But try not to freeze yourself over too much, to freeze yourself over so much that you're disconnected and frozen from yourself and from your world. Like, balance that too. Balance your emotional protection and withdraw with still being the warm, compassionate part of you. I mean, at the very least with yourself, okay? Because you can disconnect from everything almost too severely and really build up some thick ice. And it won't feel the best for you if you do that, and it won't be progressive for you if you do that, okay? It will just freeze things a bit, and it will also maybe put what you're building or this mastering energy, it could put it at risk a bit if you're too emotionally withdrawn and cold and detached and shut off. You need to access your heart to really be progressing in the right way for you. And if you ice yourself out of your heart, it's not well for you. So just that's the message there. I think, again, it's going to get easier to balance. Remember to balance that part, especially of yourself, okay? So my Pisces people, that's what I have for you. If you want a personal reading, please email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for inquiries. But until then, I will see you all next time. Take care and much love.